I am a Swiss artist living and working in Geneva, in Switzerland. And I obtained a master's in translation in 2015 at the University of Geneva, and then a bachelor of photography at the Rietveld Academy in Amsterdam. My work is mainly about the image. So I'm very interested about questioning the image through different media. So through photography, video, performance, collage, painting, and text. And I'm really, really interested in everything that surrounds the image, but also in the relationships photography can build with painting and with other media in general. In my photographs, I like to play with the boundaries between photography and painting. And I also use clothes, bodies, and fashion as elements to build new images. Since 3 years now, I'm mainly producing big format paintings. Before, I used to do a lot of photography from like the age of 12, but now I'm really focusing on painting and also on fashion photography. So I've also worked as a fashion photographer for like 5 years now. And I'm mainly working as an independent, just working for designers that I admire and whose work I find interesting and innovative. And to conclude, my work has been mainly exhibited in Holland, Germany, and Switzerland, once in Tokyo at Rocky Shore, and also in the Balkans. Yeah. In 2013, I went to Tokyo, to Osaka, and to Kyoto as well. Yeah. And I absolutely love Japan. I'm a big fan. My mother is also a collector of stamps, Japanese stamps. So I have a deep connection to Japanese art, and also, I mean, I also really love the language. I studied it a little bit. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. I really would like to come back for a show, photography show. Le prix Picto de la photo de mode 2021. Yeah, it's a quite big prize, I have to say. I actually received the Filippo Roversi endowment. Yeah, the prize I received is the third prize, and it's named after, yes, the son of Paolo Roversi. And it highlights actually the originality of technical know-how implemented by a photographer. So it's very, I think it was exactly the prize that I should have won, because I use specific techniques in my photographs, and I really like to mix collage, painting, drawing, and to create new images. So yeah, yeah, and I will have the chance to work with Paolo Roversi for a day, and also my work will be part of the collection of the museum. So this is a great step for me. What I can say is that my work is mainly visual. I also like to produce performances and sound pieces, but I would say my main work is visual. And I'm obsessed with images since I am a child. So that's also a key word. I would say it's pictorial, it's photographic, because of course I'm interested in how something can look interesting in a photograph. It's pictorial because I'm also passionate by painting since a child as well. I also would say, yes.
What kind of medium do you use when you paint? Is it acrylic or oil or something else?
I mainly use acrylic. I also have used oil. I also have used oil pastel. But I mainly use acrylic because it's the texture and the best medium for me, because I work very fast. I work very fast. So that's also the gesture, I would say, is also a keyword, because and performative in the sense that when I paint, I really like to do big gestures and work with big formats. Because of COVID, you know, I was much more at home. I could not do a lot of photography. So I stayed really at home doing big paintings. That's also why my painting practice developed even more.
Okay.
Then in the keywords that I also would like to present is like minimal, because I think I really like when things are very simple and they go straight to the point. Elegant, colorful, sometimes black and white, not always colorful. Black and white, especially for the photography, but for the paintings, it's very colorful. Yeah, I use the word mysterious also because for me it's very important to create images where it is difficult to understand everything visually, and where the viewer, he has to think and work with his imagination to complete the image. He has to work a little bit, and I want the image to stimulate imagination. So yeah,
right.
And to conclude, maybe I would say my work is mainly also a node to history of art in general, mainly to painting and photography, because my mother is a history of art teacher.
Okay.
So since my early childhood, I'm literally always surrounded by books about art, and whether ancient art, whether Renaissance, whether contemporary, whether modern art. So I would say that I think in all of my works, I'm reflecting on something that probably I've seen in the past. Yeah. The most important thing for me is a big cup of coffee. It's here next to me. No, I always start the day with coffee, and it makes me alive and it helps me get through the day. I really like to paint in the morning because the light is beautiful and it's very peaceful also. And I really like to listen to the radio while I'm painting. It really helps me, how I would say, I don't know, to keep me stimulated intellectually, you know. I don't really listen to the news because it makes me a bit depressed, because in the world there is a lot of problems, as you know. And so I listen mainly to podcasts about philosophy, science, and art, and music too. Yes, with resident advisor. I always listen to music with a resident advisor, and the podcasts about philosophy and art, it's mainly with France Culture.
What is that?
France Culture.
French culture.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the main radio in France. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you know pronounce in French.
Yes,
so I need to catch. So I said it's French, you know, culture.
French culture. It may be the best translation.
Yeah.
But yes, I love French literature. I really love French literature, especially Georges Sand is my favorite writer. I don't know if you know her. She's from the 19th century.
Okay.
Georges Sand. Yeah.
George Sand.
Yes.
George Sand. Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah.
I love
She's my favorite writer. Favorite.
I see.
Yeah.
So let's go back to your daily routine.
What do I do every morning?
So you love you love to start your day with a cup of coffee, then?
Yes. Then I paint. I also really enjoy yoga. I don't do it every day, but I do it quite often, as much as possible, because I think it's really important to be healthy also with your body. I mean, you know. And then the rest of the day, I work a lot on my laptop. Contacting different people, galleries, also competitions, participate to competitions, and organize my work. And at night, I really like to go out, to go to concerts or to openings of exhibitions, or to follow what other artists do and keep me posted. But I have to admit, with the COVID, I have become much more of a hermit. I really enjoy staying at home.
I am super hermit.
Yes. So you understand.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. And at night, I really enjoy watching old movies or listen to music or relax, mainly. I'm a big fan of Jim Jarmusch. Coffee and Cigarettes, Down by Law. What kind of other old movies that I like? I love the movies from Nouvelle Vague, you know, in France, French New Wave. So one of my favorite movies is Breathless and Alphaville from Jean-Luc Godard.
I love Le Mépris.
Le Mépris, it's a beautiful movie. Definitely. There's so many movies that I could.
There's so many great movies.
Yes. But the last movie that I saw is Big Eyes from Tim Burton. Have you seen it?
Unfortunately not. It was great.
Yeah, it's a great movie, and it's about a woman who is a painter. And who is actually completely under the spell, I would say, of her husband, who makes a lot of money with her paintings.
So that's interesting.
Interesting topic.
Yeah.
I would say that I am a very hardworking person. I try to work every day. I'm very curious also, and I always try to improve myself. I visit a lot of exhibitions. I visit a lot of exhibitions in big museums. I travel. And I also have been very lucky because both of my parents, they were professors. So I was in an intellectual and very stimulating environment. So I was lucky to read a lot, to be always curious about everything, to go to exhibitions. And that's something that I'm really grateful for it. I don't know also if you know Paul Koiker, the photographer.
Well, what's his name?
Paul Koiker.
I don't think so. Unfortunately,
because he was one of my teachers at school, and he's pretty big in Japan. I will send you his name.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I don't think that if you are an artist and you have pure intentions, in the sense that you don't do things for fame or success, and you do it because it's a necessity. You do it because it's something that comes from your heart. It will work at some point. And in my case, I do it because I don't see myself doing anything else. I really need to do it. And I'm also interested in bringing something new to the world, and to create some debates and to challenge people's visions.
That's great.
I hope the more time passes, the more I can create some debates and bring something new. I hope.
You will.
Thank you. I really like this question because I
Really?
always thought, yes, because I always thought if I was not a visual artist, I would be a musician.
Okay. What kind of
Yes.
musician you would be?
Sorry?
What kind of musician you would be if you are not visual artist?
What kind of music that I listen to? Yeah.
Or what kind of musician you would be if you are not visual
What kind
artist?
of musician I would be? I think I would be a rock singer.
Okay. But you are talking to us about techno music.
Yes. This is the music that I love the most and that I listen to. That's for sure. But if I had to do something myself, I would like to scream in a microphone.
You got to shout.
Yeah.
In front of
yeah. Mick Jagger style. Yeah. But no, I really like all sorts of music. I love classical music. I love experimental music. I love opera. I love folk music. I really like a lot of different kinds of music, but I really love techno and electronic music. Yeah.
Me too. I love techno music a lot.
We have to send each other some music.
Yeah. There in Tokyo, there's so many great techno venues, and it's
really?
We have great history about techno music.
So yes, I listen to a lot of techno, also house, of course, and I really enjoy listening to it while I'm painting. And yeah, one of the last sets I really enjoyed is one by an artist called Lauren.
Yeah, I listened to that sound.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I really like it.
And I mean, on Resident Advisors, you have all these podcasts. They publish very soon, so you can always discover many great music. Always, yeah. Also on Accelerator, yeah, it's a great platform for that. Well, I would say contemporary art, of course. Art in general, of course. Photography and painting, of course. Actually, since the beginning of the pandemic, I started to become very interested in science.
Okay.
And yeah, yes, because
everybody's science in general, or is there any specific area you're interested in?
I've been very interested in the brain and neuroscience in general, how the brain works, how perception works, how our emotions work. So I've been studying a little bit of psychology, and I learned a lot of things that also inspire me for my artistic work. I've also been watching a channel on YouTube called Kurz Gesagt, and it's very, very well made. They present a lot of different topics, such as dinosaur, black holes, climate change, immune system, bombs, consciousness, beauty, string theory, pollution, conspiracies, a lot of different topics that I don't know a lot about, but they explain it in a such simple way and with very nice drawings that you understand it quite well after. And yeah, I think everybody should watch this channel because it's very well explained.
Watch it later. Yeah.
Yes.
Talk.
Yes. It's very inspiring because it's topics. If someone tells you, yes, do you know about black holes, you will be like, ooh, that's a pretty complicated subject. But and I will have to read a lot of texts about it to understand and everything. But then you just watch this channel, and in 5 minutes they explain you very simply what it is, and then you feel like you can you can even have a discussion about a topic that you normally don't have no idea about. Yeah. Believe in what you believe in yourself. This is one of the topics, and yeah, follow your heart.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I say this because, you know, when I was younger, I went to the Winterthur Museum, and there was an exhibition about Viviane Sassen. I went to see her after the opening of the show in Winterthur Photo Museum, and I asked her, do you have any kind of recommendation for me? And she said, follow your heart.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I will follow my heart and do what I want to do. So my message is follow your heart and believe in yourself.